I am Achilles. My name was spoken in prophecy before I ever drew breath. I was born at the edge of two worlds, of Peleus, a mortal king, destined to age and die, and of Thetis, a goddess of the endless sea, who knew sorrow before she knew motherhood. From the moment I entered the world, my fate was already sealed, spoken softly among the gods and loudly in the silence of time. My mother tried to save me. She tried to make me more than mortal. Some say she burned away my weakness in sacred fire. Others say she dipped me into the river Styx, whose waters deny death itself. I remember none of this. I only know that steel could not pierce me, that spears broke upon my skin, except for one small place, one forgotten heel, where a mother's hand once held her child. There, mortality waited patiently. I did not grow in comfort. I was sent away, high into the mountains, to Mount Pelion, to the centaur Chiron, teacher of heroes, healer, philosopher, warrior. From him I learned that strength without wisdom is nothing, and wisdom without courage is dust. He taught me how to fight, yes, but also how to sing, how to heal wounds, how to read the stars, how to master anger before it mastered me. I did not always succeed. Patroclus trained beside me. He was my companion, my shadow, my balance. Where I burned, he steadied. Where I raged, he reflected. With him, I was not a legend. I was simply a man. When I came of age, my mother told me the truth. Two paths lay before me. One was long and quiet. I would live, marry, grow old, and die forgotten. The other was short, violent, and eternal. If I went to Troy, I would never return. But my name would outlive stone and empire. I chose without hesitation. When the ships gathered to sail against Troy, my mother tried one last deception. She hid me among women, dressed in silk, hoping fate might lose my scent. But fate does not forget. Odysseus revealed me with cunning, and the moment my hand closed around a weapon, the world snapped back into place. I sailed to Troy with 50 ships and the Myrmidons, warriors loyal not to Greece but to me. The war was long. 10 years of blood and dust, 10 years of screaming men and burning hopes. I was the greatest among the Greeks. I broke Trojan champions. I scattered armies. Even rivers rose against me, choking on the dead I left behind. The gods themselves watched carefully when I fought. And yet, my greatest enemy was not Troy. It was pride. Agamemnon, swollen with power, dishonored me before the army. He took Brosus from me, not out of desire, but dominance. In that moment, my honor, my life, was stripped away, so I withdrew. I let the Greeks bleed. I watched comrades die while I remained in my tent, my rage cold and poisonous. I told myself it was justice. It was not. Then Patroclus fell. He wore my armor. He carried my image into battle, believing it would save the Greeks. Hector killed him. When his body was brought before me, the world ended. There is no language for that grief. I screamed until the shore shook. I poured ash from my head. I swore there would be no dawn for me beyond vengeance. My mother came again, already mourning me as dead. She did not argue. She armed me. Hephaestus forged armor for me, armor that carried the weight of the world. On my shield were cities at peace and at war, harvests and dances, children, lovers, old men leaning on staffs. Everything I would never have. I put it on anyway. I returned to battle as death made flesh. I drove the Trojans back to their walls. I hunted Hector like a storm hunts land. When I killed him, I was not satisfied. I dragged his body through the dust, because rage had devoured mercy. And still, I was empty. Then Priam came, an old king, alone. He knelt before me. He kissed the hands that killed his son. In his grief, I saw my father. In his loss, I saw myself. I broke. I wept. I returned Hector's body. In that moment, I remembered I was human. My death came as it always would. Paris loosed the arrow. Apollo guided it. It struck my heel, the one place untouched by divinity. I fell, undefeated, my fate complete. I did not live long, but I lived fiercely. I was wrathful. I was loyal. I was cruel. I was capable of mercy. I chose glory over peace, knowing the cost. That choice is my legacy. That is why my name still echoes. I am Achilles,